Good day, everyone. Our Docker file uses a multi-stage build which help optimize the image size and improve performance. It has two main stages. First is the builder stage and the runtime stage. Runtime stage. So, in the builder stage, we start with the PHP 8.3 FPM image and set the working directory to the app. So we install the necessary tools such as Get, Composer, Node.js, and npm. So these are needed to install dependencies and build front-end assets. Next, we install the PHP extensions like PDO MySQL to enable database connectivity. And then we copy the composer JSON and the composer log files first. This is important because it allows Dockers to catch dependency, making future builds faster. And then after that, we run the composer to install that project dependency. Then copy the full application source code. Copy the full source code. Then we also generate a default environment file if one does not exist, ensuring that application has required environment variables. Then we optimize the application by reinstalling dependency with optimized autoloading, installing front-end assets using Symfony import map, and warming up the patch for production. So this improves performance when the app starts. For the runtime stage, we again use the PHP 8.3 FPM, but we installed the nginx nginx to handle the web request, also the curl. So nginx. So we installed this one. Next is that we copy the application from the builder stage. Then um, copy also the configure nginx by replacing the default configuration with our custom Symfony configuration, and also create runtime directories and fix the permission for the web server user, and copy the or use the main nginx configuration file for the Symfony app. And a health check is added to verify the application is responding correctly via HTTP. And finally, we expose port 80 and we define the entry point to start the application. So this Docker file ensure our application is optimized, secure, and ready for production deployment. Nginx acts as the web server and handles all incoming HTTP requests. It listens on port 80 and serves our Symfony application from the app public directory, which is the correct public entry point. We also enable the logging using access and error logs. So this help us monitor the requests and troubleshoot issues. For security, we added important headers such as X-frame options to prevent clickjacking, X content type options to avoid MIME type attacks, XXSS protection to reduce cross-site scripting risk. We also configured the Nginx to serve static asset like files in the asset folder directly. So these files are cached for 1 year to improve performance. 1 year. To enhance the security, we block access to the hidden files and sensitive files to prevent unauthorized access. For the main application logic, all requests are routed through index.php using the try files directive. So this is important because Symfony uses a front controller pattern. Then configure PHP processing using fast CGI, which connects Nginx to PHP FPM running on port 9000. This allows dynamic PHP requests to be executed properly. We also added timeout settings to handle longer requests and requests that only main index PHP file can execute PHP code, improving security. So the Nginx configuration ensures efficient request handling, strong security, and proper integration with our Symfony application. Next, let's go to our deployment. So we use Railway as our deployment platform to host both our application and database. So in our setup, we have two main services, the application service and the MySQL database service. So these services work together where the application connects to the database using environment variables. This is our MySQL database running on Relay. So this database is connected to our application using environment variables instead of hard coding credential. So these values are or these variables in our application used through the database URL which dynamically dynamically connects to the app to the database. So the application automatically reads this environments variable at runtime to establish the database connection. Here in the variables section, we can see the actual environment variable being used by the application. After deployment is complete, Railway will provide a public URL where the application can be accessed online. So go to settings and then here's the public networking. So our port is 80 as shown in the screen. So our project is successfully deployed. So application is running, database connection is working. Let's try our product page. Let's see. So system successfully display products data such as name, price, and description. So deployment is successful and the application is fully operational in the live environment.